Alright, we're here at the start of Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj, and I'm here solo on this rogue character. And the goal today is going to be skip past the first boss, skip past the second boss, and then get into the area near Mome, where there are all the Obsidian destroyers. When you kill those Obsidian destroyers, they spawn a small Obsidian chunk, and I think sometimes a large Obsidian chunk. And you can mine them. And the large Obsidian chunks that you mine out of the things, sell for a lot of gold right now. A lot of people need those for their Ashbringers. So this is potentially a really good way to farm gold if you are a miner. Now, this character is not a miner, but I'm just here to show that this is possible. We're going to start with pulling the Qiraji Gladiators. Pop up like this. These guys, they see through stealth. If you're really careful, you can get around them without having to fight them. But it's kind of obnoxious, so, you know, we can fight them, so we will. It's a bit of an easier way to get past them. This character is not using any is only using a little bit of Scarlet Enclave gear. We're using 2 pieces of the Duskwraith damage dealer set, and that's it. The rest of the stuff I have is from Naxxramas or Temple of Ahn'Qiraj or earlier raids or whatever. So we're using 4 pieces of the Death Dealer set. That's going to provide a lot of self-healing with that 4-piece bonus. And the 2-target cleave is not going to be super important for what we're doing right now. But we got Kagi's Clasp, we got Mastercrafted Shifting Cloak, with a dodge enchant, more Death Dealer, little Duskwraith DPS there. 2 pieces of the Bone Scythe tanking set also. Death Dealer, Bone Scythe Ring, Ring of Emperor Veclor, 1 Vigilance Charm. Ooh, we got the Swarm Guard, that's okay. 1 Burrower's Shell, Silithid Husk Launcher, and this is actually supposed to be Implacable Blackguard. I think I have my Poison Knife macro accidentally auto-swapping my weapons. Yeah, there we go. No wonder there was no Sebaceous Poison triggering. I didn't put Sebaceous Poison on the King's Fall. I put it on the Implacable Blackguard. Alright, let me fix that macro real quick. There we go. Okay, good. After these guys are dead, we should be able to stealth the whole rest of the way over towards Mome. So that's what we're going to do. And mine huge emeralds. Are you serious? Huge emeralds can come off of these also? Out of these obsidian chunk things? Oh, I can do skinning on those. Hang on. We're redoing if that's the case, we're redoing the intro. .6%? Eh. Possible? Sure. We don't have to redo the intro. Alright, let's go stealth mode, Filcher's Cowl, Boots of Displacement. Alright, this room has a lot of crisscrossing patrols. It can be a little dangerous to get through. But just make sure, you know, no one's near you. Oh shoot. I wasn't sure which way that guy was gonna go and which way I should dodge him. But with the additional stealth I have from Filcher's Cowl and Boots of Displacement, probably kept me in the game there. Yeah, that would not have been okay if I didn't have this stuff. These guys, these set of gladiators, we're gonna just avoid. We can avoid them. The ones at the start, a little harder to avoid. Here, we're gonna go just like this, and I'm gonna look around. Make sure no mobs are coming. Mount up, jump, dismount, jump, tap forward, and we go like that. Clears the wall pretty nicely, and we can re-stealth. There's the first boss, Kurinaxx, and I thought for the longest time that you just had to do all of these bosses in order. That there would be like giant sand walls that prevented you from progressing. But apparently that's only for some of the bosses and not others. We could just walk past this guy. We'll go over to the Rajaxx area, and we'll just walk in. Walk over to the Mome area. Now here, there's going to be another set of gladiators, and these are going to be difficult for us to handle. We're going to try to sprint through and fight them on the other side, or try to vanish and maybe not have to fight them. I'm going to go with my fighting gear in case I do have to fight them. I want to be nice and avoidance capped, ready to go instead of the stealth gear. Yeah, we're already engaged in combat with them. Oh, shit. All right, they hit me a little bit. Going over this way. Sprint, 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 sprint. Back into a corner. And we're okay. We might aggro that patrol. Evade? No, don't evade. Yeah, we did aggro the patrol. All right, let me fight this destroyer first. He's evading too. Okay, I have to step forward, I guess, just a little bit. I can't be totally backed into that corner. But this whole gear setup I have puts me just over avoidance cap, which means the combined chance for an enemy to miss me, plus my chance to dodge their attack, plus my chance to parry their attack is over 100%, which is why you just see me going parry, parry, dodge, miss, and the enemies just don't hurt me. When you've got a setup like this, the only thing that can hurt you are things that can't be dodged or parried or missed, which is mostly magical damage. And some enemies just don't have magical attacks, like these guys, so they're kind of irrelevant. Stealth counter, first time. Oh, this is for Duskwraith. If I have 2-piece Duskwraith DPS set activated, and I have fewer than 3 debuffs to activate it, this thing pops up to remind me to put more poison and or bleed debuffs up. Alright, so those guys are dead. I can skin them. That's kind of nice. This character does have skinning. Killed the Obsidian Destroyer. Here's a small obsidian chunk. If I had mining, I could mine that. It does take 305 mining, so you need to max out your skill, and you need to get a glove enchant with +5 mining. Usually you just use a second pair of gloves that's not your like regular combat gloves. And you put the mining enchant on it. What am I using on the shoulders? Right now this is a setup with Butcher on the shoulder. And you can see these destroyer mobs, they are not difficult. And when you're on a rogue, they don't even gain mana. These mobs, usually they like siphon mana from everyone. And then they explode when they get to full mana. They don't do that. I think it's because rogues don't have mana, and I'm guessing they only gain mana when they're in combat with players who have mana. Alright, that guy's walking away. I don't really care to fight all of those bugs, so let's go around this way, see if we can catch a couple more of these. We killed 2 of them already. And there's fish in here. They're irrelevant. Flesh Hunter, I would recommend don't fight the Flesh Hunter. My experience has been it will just kill you. It swallows you, and then you're done. Wow, I think he might have stealth detection, too. He saw me from really far away. Alright, let's go over. Maybe we can get this guy. I was gonna get that one. He was going away, but then he turned around and went back into the pile of bugs there. This guy we can get for sure. So these mobs are not hard to kill with this setup. I mean, it's pretty easy. You probably don't need Duskwraith 2-piece DPS to be able to do this. If you just had a regular avoidance capped set without any Scarlet Enclave gear, you're probably totally fine to kill these guys. And, you know, small Obsidian chunk, again, boom. There's a, okay, Flesh Hunter's coming back, that guy's coming back. Let's go over here, get that one. There's quite a few of them in this area, and you could go to Moam also if you wanted to. But once you kill Moam, you get saved to the instance, so it becomes more difficult to reset it and farm it again. Not impossible, but... Well, I think if you kill Moam and you reset the instance, these Obsidian Destroyers would not respawn. That's what I think would happen. Streaming on a national holiday? Yeah, it is Memorial Day, but look, the content never stops, okay? Except for on Saturday and Sunday. Then it stops, because I can't stream every single day. Wonder how many are in here. Anyways, this is pretty good. Like, if this stuff is valuable on your server, these obsidian chunks, it's potentially a pretty good farm. You can get huge emeralds out of them. Even when it spawns a small obsidian chunk, there's still a chance that you mine a large obsidian shard out of that. It's just less common. Oh, what's the build? I did forget to show the talents at the start of this, didn't I? Almost all the rogue solos you see me using a pretty standard tanking build. 20 points assassination. Combat, 31 points. Usually if you're set up for tanking a raid, you usually have like a few less points in this, and you put them into like weapon specialization or something else useful. But, you know, you can make it work either way. Thor redeemed a change hat. Okay. Let's kill one more of these guys. When this guy patrols over, we'll get him. There's a couple more in the whole instance, but considering we can't even mine the things and we're just showing this for the possibility of it, you know, we can be done quicker. And then I'll just like run out, reset the instance, and come back in, and it'll be good. We'll show that they're back up again, that we're not saved to the instance, anything like that. I think what this farm would generally compete with is just open world farming in Silithus. Like, you can also find a bunch of large, you know, or small chunks in the bug caves in Silithus. And I don't know what would be more efficient, what would be better. Certainly, the open world is more accessible for most people than doing this. But, you know, other times, you know, there's negatives to doing open world farms as well, which is, you know, competition. You might have other people fighting you for the same mobs or killing you if you're on a PvP server. Oh, look at these gladiators that we killed before have now respawned. So let's see, what's the play? Do we approach and try to run to the left and vanish them to get out of here? They insta-respawn as long as Rajaxx isn't dead. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna try to run around to the left, line of sight them, and hopefully vanish. That's gonna be my play. Perfect. Still in combat with something. No, never mind. Not in combat anymore. Okay, we're good. We're good. Just a panic. Moment of panic. Filters. Oh, well, that worked actually pretty nicely. Oh, those guys, though... I don't think I have a clean way to sneak past them. Maybe we have to start killing those. Or can I jump back this way? Maybe I can jump back this way. I don't know. I know I can go from that side to this side. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, okay. No problem. No problem. Don't want to get too close to them. Okay. Pretty much in the clear, unless some bad patrol comes and walks over us. Excuse me. Shit. How do you see? Dude, I have such high stealth with filters and boots of displacement. There we go, straight out of the instance. Access to quite a few small obsidian shards, and honestly not that difficult to move through here, I would say. We're outside of Ruins of AQ. We do reset all instances. Ruins of AQ has been reset. And then I use this handy little macro right here. If I remember, I'll put this in either the pinned comment or description of the YouTube video that this becomes. Spam that, go back in. Load, please. And we're not going to do another whole run, but I'm going to get back into the end of it and show you that those mobs that we previously killed are alive again and ready to be farmed. So let's get these guys taken care of. I think I have... okay, I might have an issue here because I have the wrong boots and cloak equipped. So these guys actually have a chance to hit me. And I don't... oh gosh, yeah, okay, hang on. I might have jumped the gun a little bit to here. I also don't have any healing. So when they do hit me, I cannot recover their health because I broke my Death Dealer set bonus when I switched my stealth boots out. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Death Dealer treads? Yes, please. Mastercrafted shifting cloak? Yes, please. Okay, let's do that just once more. All right. Food buff. Important. There we go. Okay, now we should be doing good. Let's get this guy. And I pull them pretty far back from where they stand because you don't want to aggro the swarm guard. We did that at the start of this run. Let's avoid it this time. It's just an extra mob that you don't have to kill, and if you aggro it, then you kind of have to kill it. There it is. God, it comes pretty far into the room, huh? I wonder if I could just vanish off the gladiators near Rajaxx's area instead of trying to fight them. Like, I vanished them when I went out of the instance. Maybe I can do it when I go into the instance, too. We'll try that this time. Alright, these guys are dead. Got an Amber Idol. Some Titan damage, armor fragment thing. Alright, back to the stealth gear that I definitely will not forget is equipped. Tourniquet, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Oh no, he turned around. Non-rogues are hella mad, says Tourniquet. Yeah, man, people keep asking me, oh, can you do this on a warrior? Oh, can you do this on a hunter? Can you do this on a whatever class I'm playing? And I'm just like, I don't know, play a rogue. It's not my problem if you can do it on a other class that sucks or not. Alright, so we let that pack pass. Now we should be clear to mount up, make this little jump. After I do the jump, I release all the movement keys from the keyboard, and that makes it so I can stick to the wall, basically. And then you dismount. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Huh. Wow, that patrol comes up really close, and it chain aggroed the gladiators there. Now I don't have Vanish to try to vanish the gladiators in here unless we wait 5 minutes, which is not going to happen. Oh well, for this part, we really just need to run in there and show that all the mobs are respawned and farmable again. Yo, Snicker Fritz, thank you very much for the Prime. Thanks for 2 months of support. You've got your Newsboy Cap sub badge now if you post in chat again. Very cool. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Alright, so the way we did this last time was approach from this side, sprint in, and cross over without this stuff, so I can actually fight on the other side. Whoa. My distract targeting reticule, I think, was on that thing. Alright, from here, we sprint. Cross over. And we're into position just like we were before. The patrol is on us just like we were before. And that's, you know, proof positive. You can do this and reset the instance and farm the mobs again and again without getting saved. Pretty good if you ask me. I suppose we didn't actually mine any of the mining nodes. I can't imagine that would save you to the instance. That would be ridiculous. Like Frozen, that's just what I was thinking of, that when you loot Frozen runes in Naxx, it saves you. But these I can't imagine this would save you. Anyways, whatever. Pretty good solo farm here, I think. Pretty easy in and out of the instance. And that's good. What I'm going to do now is go out again and do a run where instead of skipping the first 2 bosses and skipping the 3rd boss and coming in here to mine, we actually just kill bosses 1, 2, and 3 on hard mode. That's my plan now.